Welcome back to Mizzima Talk 3-Year Fight for Freedom. In this session, we are going to discuss about the role of an international community. Before the discussion, I'll show you the video report about the military coup in Myanmar. Please take a look.
Natao Nasatakune, Fairfight Dianit, Siana de Muja, Nubio Ngaye de Nyama Democracy Ha, Tazazi Piatombu, Chalaya Bare, Ana de Musancene, Yanjas or Sana Piare, Pitu de Yalongo, Yaya Sessa, Inatom Puquin, the Piakebare. Dilone, Lennakan Cook and Dolane, Loshamuri, Boba Lavare. Amuta Ninoy Asoya and Utine. Pido Gagoye Topwe PDF Apwe Sawyaniba. Name Musone at the Boba Lavi, and Nikona Sezo, Yamasitako Dolani Day. Diana Lanaka Easu, EAO, Ea Orine do, Latwe Type Wilagere. Yamanangaye, South Second Yagai Nom Pete, Nayana set Demunema, Lanaka Dola Yeri, Japani Bare. Germany Autobala Sayama Satine, Yapai Nina Mohammed Dongway, the same as a consistent yeha, a cootie, a shane, a county say pipi, see a ya, a teaser, and wake anybody. Sikansi Tapwe, lay down law, don't lay it up return, then netsa, and yan can give body. Sikansi taints out name ye, inside that kind needs are a name ye. Don't lay it in Azure, taint so tare, Lumyak name ye Sobi, name ye Tomio, Botalavare. You won't don't say Jogo, don't lay it query taint so tabare. Lumyak name ye Rima, also yes a net dene, don't lay it in Azuriga when some who pay Babi. Anna de Sikausi ha, Tantama Yimale, Petsin can hayabare. Iaji Nanganuye, Peso a ye you murine, a teacher lagebare. American up Peso a ye you mu a Jane say, Uyopa Tamagaga, Conate, Sound your beeps bare. Asiyangale, Sikausie, a semi, see with the Yaquingo, damn your taware. Gula Tamagama, goes up you green yabo, Sikausie, Joba Mule, Jashongebare, Siana de Mugo Sansemi, and you see net letter tare, the Magi Uzo Motonga. Kula Tamagaye, Yamako Sale, Salayatini Bare Sibai Ganamale, Sowa, Yasilia, Shivare, Weze Pambamu Yamaje, Lutama Miasa, Singing Wedeje, a take and Lua Chatrico, La Lamami Genuine, Yinsainia Bare Anna Demi, the Nequedre, Lu Ye Lise Yakaino, Singing Wede Mumi out, Zayao Dage Bare. Siana Dane, Nanganza Jenny Mionamuri, Yami Tokwa, a USA Shota, Longa Sanganari, Low Sound Lavare, Piantratore, Nanganza Gomni Rene, Sit up by Gomni Rene, Latre Pocere, Nanganza Gomni a year to ha, Nangan Saliguga, Gomni Nasangagu, Shivare, Dime Bimini Tamu, Siana Demugo, Manemiomu, Nanganza Weze, the Lessi Man Kangwemu. Near Sita, Lansasi alone lock Miyashi Murita, Japare. Siana Temu Bigrega, Ubre Somoye, so was so Tini, Yaulabare. Nangaye Zena Guni Pay, EPP, Topian Zaya. Anna Tembina, Luba, Natanga Shia Dose Pansy Kangayabi. The town go out Goya Dose Sauma, Tainting Kantayase, Japare. They then, that the John Bawing. Town and Samak Kantayadu, Shitao Naya the Satna Shivare. Lead out Tonya Shisanga, the Pet Kangayabare. လက်တွေ့မှာအဲ့ဒီထက်ပိုမိုများပြားနိုင်ပါတယ်။နိုင်ငံတကာအဖွဲ့အစည်းတွေကလည်းအာဏာရှင်တွေတာဝန်ခံမှုရှိစေဖို့အဆိုပါရာဇဝတ်မှုတွေကိုမျက်ခြေမပြတ်မှတ်တမ်းတင်နေပါတယ်။တနိုင်ငံလုံးမှာအရက်သားလူနေအိမ်8000နီးပါးကိုစစ်ကောင်စီတပ်တွေကမီးရှို့ဖျက်ဆီးခဲ့ပါတယ်။ပြည်ပခါတွေကြောင့်နေရက်စွန့်ခွာထွက်ပြေးရပြီးစေဝါနဲ့အစားအစာမလုံလောက်ခြင်းအပါအဝင်ပြည်သူတန်းပေါင်းများစွာဒုက္ခကြုံနေကြရပါတယ်။လူ3သန်းနီးပါးနေရက်စွန့်ခွာခဲ့ရပြီး9သန်းမှာလူသားချင်းစာနာမှုအကူအညီတွေလိုအပ်နေပါတယ်။အကူအညီပေးဖို့ကြိုးပမ်းမှုတွေကိုစစ်ကောင်စီကတားဆီးပိတ်ပင်ပါတယ်။မိုးကောင်မုန်တိုင်းတန်တဲ့ပြည်သူတွေအတွက်နိုင်ငံတကာရဲ့အကူအညီတွေကိုလည်းတားဆီးပိတ်ပင်ခဲ့သလိုရိုဟင်ဂျာဒုက္ခသည်တွေအတွက်အကူအညီတွေကိုလည်းပိတ်ဆို့ခဲ့ပါတယ်။ဆီယနာသိမ်းမှုအောက်ကမြန်မာနိုင်ငံဟာကြာဆုံးနိုင်ငံ failed state ကိုဦးတည်နေတာကတော့သိကြပါတယ်။ဒါပေမဲ့တော်လှန်ရေးအင်အားစုတွေကတော့ဆီယနာရှင်ကိုဖယ်ရှားပြီး Federal Democracy လမ်းကြောင်းပေါ်ပြန်တက်လာအောင်ဦးတည်လှုပ်ဆောင်နေကြပါတယ်။
In this session, we're going to discuss about the role of international community. Igor Blažević is a senior advisor at the Prague Civil Society Center. He's joining with us online. Welcome, Igor.
It was really a big pleasure to be with you, and big congratulations to the people of Myanmar for the success of the silent strike.
Being a Burma watcher for a long time, and you've been in with the democracy movement and helping that. The conflict and the war in Myanmar is a large scale, and the human rights situation is so badly happened, and also the concern about the humanitarian crisis are there. In this situation, it seems that international community is forgotten about Burma, Myanmar, and why should the international community pay attention to the situations in Myanmar? What do you think?
I would say that what's happening in Myanmar is a remarkable, outstanding story of the courage and heroism of the people who are resisting extremely brutal regime. And we have a people around the world in many countries who are aspiring to have a freedom, but they are in today's world most often brutally suppressed. And that's not happening in Myanmar. Struggle is hard, but people of Myanmar are prevailing over brutal regime. And I believe that once when the Spring Revolution will succeed, that story of Myanmar will be really the big liberation story which will be remembered and retold. Unfortunately, in a current situation, nobody really wants from the other countries to get directly involved into the situation in Myanmar, and they are all really all staying in this restrained sit and waiting mode.
What roles Myanmar does play in the broader geopolitical context? And Myanmar is neighboring to India and China, and how does it affect the neighboring country or international relations?
Myanmar is a big country, is geopolitically in a very, very important position between the South Asia and Southeast Asia and China in a north. But in a certain way, the players in the international community has been very, very reluctant to make Myanmar the battlefield of the global rivalries. And it is sad that nobody is helping Spring Revolution. But on the other side, it's also good that other countries have not made Myanmar the rivalry between the United States and China, between the India and the China, because if they have done that, it will be even worse. And in today's world, authoritarian regimes are much more quick in helping other authoritarians than democracies helping democratic aspirations. If we look into the individual countries, then Myanmar is extremely important for the China. It is also very important, less than for the China, but less also important for the India because of the China. It's important for the Thailand. For the rest of the world, in this moment, Myanmar is not the top priority, even not from the ASEAN. ASEAN does not want the negative impact of the crisis in Myanmar, but they also don't want to get involved. For the United States, Myanmar is a priority number 10 in Asia. And for European Union, Myanmar is very, very far away. Myanmar doesn't have, Europe has other problems. So in that sense, Myanmar is important, but it's not a burning issue for anybody in the international community.
So ASEAN have no high priority, and the US have no high priority with regards to Myanmar. And in these situations, the neighboring country, China, India, Thailand, they have a vested interest in Myanmar. So if these interests are helping Myanmar junta to survive?
Yes and no. If the Myanmar neighbors, particularly China, but also India, if they would really like to stand fully behind the junta and fully support junta, resistance will be defeated long ago. So none of the neighbors has really invested and helped in a junta. Like, for example, Russia has helped Assad to survive in Syria in a moment when he has almost fallen. So also the neighbors are in a sit and waiting. The problem with the neighbors is that they cannot imagine Myanmar without military. So they are constantly trying to bring military into the future political solution of the Myanmar. This is completely wrong decision, but this is basically how the neighbors are doing, trying to bring everybody to talk together in a situation when military want to destroy everybody and everybody else need and must defend themselves from the military and liberate themselves.
Then, what action do you believe the international community should take to address the challenges in Myanmar effectively? Do they need to engage with the opposition?
I think, and I would wish, and this is the only solution for the international community involvement, is to stop engaging junta, send them clear message that they are rejected and will not be rejected, and facilitate and help the other stakeholders in Myanmar deepen their political dialogue about the future of the Myanmar. This is what we need. We need neighbors to help stakeholders in Myanmar with the political dialogue. It will be also very, very important that the key countries around Myanmar open the borders for the humanitarian aid. These two things are enough for the people of the Myanmar to prevail over junta.
I've been told that NUG has been trying to engage with the neighboring country, but neighboring countries are also hesitant and some limitations. So what kind of action they should do in the side of resistant forces?
There are three things what are necessary. Continue to make a pressure on the military and deliver military victories of the resistance forces over junta, let's say. So this is one thing. The second thing is keep on showing and sending a clear message that there is a political agreement between the anti-junta stakeholders. So the joint statement a few days ago has been very, very important. And we just need to keep on sending these political messages. And the third thing, we need the joint diplomatic offensive of the anti-junta stakeholders. So these three things together, we are already changing, but we need more to change the understanding of the neighbors and rest of the international community, what's going on the Myanmar, who will be the winner and whom they need to support. Nobody will help people of the Myanmar because of the human rights violations, because of the crimes, because of the humanitarian crisis. In today's world, nobody gets engaged because of that. Let's say countries today want stability, want to be with the winner, and we need to show them that we are the winner and that we can guarantee the future and stability of the Myanmar.
Thank you, God bless you.